You're not giving someone a pass by forgiving them. Did you ever think you forgave someone? Like really thought you did, but then you saw them and start talking, and all of a sudden you realize, why do I feel tense? Why is my heart beating so fast? I don't think I have really forgiven this person. Hi there, my name is Lauren, in case we haven't met yet. I help people step into their power, release blockages, change old stories, and live their best life. Now let's get on with it. It's really good to see you, and I'm so glad you're here. I've definitely thought that I have forgiven someone close to me. I've had triggers that have shown me proof that I have not forgiven. I have been able to truly forgive one of the closest people to me, and that's my mom. There was a time in our life where there was no way I would spend time with her, let alone forgive. This was, when I was a child. There were so many things going on in our family with divorce and custody battles and health issues, actions and behaviors of my mom. I don't blame her for that. At the time I did. There was a long time where we couldn't even have a conversation without screaming. There was no resolution and there was always conflict. It got to a point where my parents were separating, and during that separation, resentment just grew and grew. And I was the oldest. Being 10, I have 2 younger sisters. I could really feel that loss of control. I didn't understand it at the time. I definitely didn't like it. And I didn't like how insecure it made me feel. How angry I felt, hurt, uncared for, and leaned on too much, and needing to grow up too fast. Having responsibilities that I probably shouldn't have at 10. There were many, many years trying to forgive. Every time I would have another interaction with my mom, I couldn't be peaceful. I couldn't just let go. It would just aggravate me so much to a point that I couldn't be with her. We actually went to court when I was 12. My dad got custody of me, and court separated my sisters and I and gave custody of them to my mom. Like I said, there was a lot going on as far as forgiveness and my mom. It took many, many years. Thank goodness today I can say I truly forgive my mom. And it took insight and therapy and reading, putting myself in her shoes and considering what it might have been like to be her age and go through separation and divorce and custody battle that she went through, that we all went through. I know as a mom, it would have affected me drastically, being able to empathize with how she might have felt. A big part of forgiving her was becoming an adult myself and becoming a mom. That's not to say that there aren't times that I might get a little triggered. However, I am able to neutralize it and see it from a different perspective, knowing that she is my mom. She is not going to be here forever. None of us are. I can either continue to not forgive and stay in that state of a lower vibration, which affects the way I feel, that when you are not forgiving someone, honestly, you are feeling it the most. That's truly why it's so important to forgive. You are actually helping to heal yourself. You're not giving someone a pass by forgiving them, except maybe you. It's much freer and much more peaceful to feel like you're forgiving. It's not your job or your responsibility to teach someone a lesson that you think they need. It's not up to us. It might bother us, but it's not up to us. So we try to see it from their perspective. It might be someone that you don't want to be in a relationship with anymore. I could have chosen that, but I'm not, because I do want my mom in my life. But if it was something that I could forgive, but yet not continue to have her in my life, I've seen that happen too. It really is so individual. The forgiveness piece of the puzzle is really for you. Remember that. It's not for them. It will allow you to heal quicker and smoother. Not to say there's still things that I have in my life that I'm working on forgiving, that I also really thought was in the past and forgiven. I can tell that it's not. I'm also not identifying with it, and I'm not consumed by it. I'm aware, and that's the first step always. That was the first step with forgiving my mom. Yes, there are still boundaries that have to be made. You want to keep your boundaries. That's just to protect yourself from something that you know might trigger you. But you can still forgive, even if you have to keep boundaries, and that's okay. Please let me know in the comments below which part resonated with you. Take good care, and I love you.